Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tonight's the night I'm breaking free. No change, no rules, just me. I've been walking in the shadows, waiting for my turn. Playing by the rules, but they got nothing left to burn. The fire's in my veins, now I'm done with standing still. Gonna climb this mountain, bend it to my will. They said stay in line, just do as you're told. I was never made for a life so cold. The rhythm of my heart beats loud and strong. This is my anthem, my victory song. I'm ruling my own world, lighting up the sky, turning all the doubts into sparks that fly. I'm running with the thunder, I'll never back down. Crown on my head, I'm owning this town. I'm ruling my own world. Driving dancing, starting so loud. The streets are paved with echoes of the dreams they left behind. But I've got a map of courage and I'm steering my own mind. Let the neon lights guide me through this endless fight. I'll write my name in starlight before the break of night. They said stay in line, just do as you're told. But I was never made for a life so cold. The rhythm of my heart beats loud and strong. This is my anthem, my victory song. I'm ruling my own world, lighting up the sky, turning all the doubts into sparks that fly. I'm running with the thunder, I'll never back down. Crown on my head, I'm owning this town. I'm ruling my own world. Driving dancing, soaring guitar so loud. Oh, the fire's alive, can you feel it inside? Like a tidal wave rising, can't stop this tide. No more looking back, no more holding tight.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The captain's here. Hope everybody's having a great day today. We're going to be doing a little bit of a review and tell you all what the plans for the future are. And get you guys, let you guys know the captain a little bit better.
Up the sky, turning all the doubts into sparks that fly. I'm running with the thunder, I'll never back down. Crown on my head, I'm owning this town. I'm ruling my own
We will be
world.
doing an open panel inside of Discord as well. I will let you guys know when that is available. Any of my mods want to throw the Discord link in chat, that would be awesome.
I'm carving out my path with grit and gold. I'm ruling my own world.
Let's get to the right damn screen. I don't even know which screen I'm supposed to be on here. It's been so long. Jesus. What is going on? Yo, everybody. How's it going? The captain's here. So today's stream is going to be a little bit different than what I've done. I realize there's a lot of people out there that don't quite understand me and the way I've been doing content, and I get it. I truly do. And we're going to attempt to correct some of that. A lot of that, because 2025 is going to be coming up real quickly, and get this, we're changing a lot of things, and I mean a lot of things, right? So to start off with, I have been bouncing between different types of content for the last pretty much year now, since I came back to streaming, and I just wanted to go through and tell you guys my origins and where where everything came about, because it's for some people it'd be a fascinating story. And if you got questions or comments or anything, please leave them in chat because I will respond. Criticisms are welcome, just as long as they're not insults. If they're insults, well, mods know what to do with that. Lord, iced tea this morning. I've already had my coffee and I'm drinking iced green tea. Yeah, because I'm trying to be healthier. Yo, Mr. Bald. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, ho. All hands. Hoist the colors high. Heave ho. Okay, I'm done with that. Anyway, how are you doing, buddy? Anyway, so we're not going to be playing any video games. This is going to be strictly talk show, and you know, and it's going to be a little informative, and people are going to go, "What?" You know what? It's all good. It's all good. It is all good in the hood because guess what? Whether you watch, whether you don't, it's all good to me. I'm here to create content and to try to make others happy. Well, here's the bottom line. Recently, I haven't been so happy. There are games I want to play. There are times that I want to do a talk show. There are times that I want to do a political talk show. There are times that I want to do this, that, the other, and all sorts of things. There's no rhyme or reason. And it's time to start scheduling things a little bit differently. I want chili. Just saying, I want chili too. But it's too early. It is 10 a.m. in the morning, and it's too hot in Colorado for chili. It's 54 now. 54 degrees in eastern Colorado where I am. It is stupidly warm. Thus, I am sitting in a shorts and a lightweight shirt because this office is hotter than Hades. Misty says, it's noon here in 34. I'm going to go get chili. You go get some chili. Howdy, Captain. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. Good afternoon. And yes, good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody that is here. This is, you know, like I said, this could be a little bit different thing. Before I start, I do want to do one thing, guys. Let me set the stage for this. Okay, we got that right. All right. There is one thing I want to do. The other day, a pal, not a great buddy or anything like that, because I didn't know him that well, but a great man in the LawTube space, YouTube, passed away suddenly. Legal Vices was an inspiration to many because of his demeanor and how he just included everybody in his live streams. You know, he made you feel at home, which was a cool thing. I mean, it was just he was one of those individuals where you just can't help but like the guy, even if you don't agree with it, right? So I wrote this for him and I put it out publicly. A lot of people have heard it, some people haven't. I want to play this real quick, guys. I don't want to get the stream downfall, but I have been itching to play this because it means something to me. Because I actually wrote the lyrics here. So I write the lyrics to all of my songs that I produce, even though I have Suno produce them because hands don't work to play instruments. Thank God for AI, you know. Let's take a listen.
We heard the news and the world stood still. A voice of reason, a heart of will. Jeff, your light shone so far and wide, from the courtroom halls to the other side. Oh, whiskey and wisdom, the tales that you told. A lawyer, a friend with a heart of gold. Korea was your home, but the world was your stage. Now the book's been closed on this final page. For 36 years you called that land your own, but the love you shared reached far from home. With wit so sharp and charm so kind, you brought us together, left no one behind. Oh, whiskey and wisdom, the tales that you told. A lawyer, a friend with a heart of gold. Korea was your home, but the world was your stage. Now the book's been closed on this final page. 36 years you call that land your own, but the love you shared reached far from home. With wit so sharp and charm so kind, you brought us together, left no one behind. Oh, whiskey and wisdom, the tales that you told. A lawyer, a friend with a heart of gold. Korea was your home, but the world was your stage. Now the book's been closed on this final page. To Jen we raise a glass tonight. Your legacy burns like a guiding light. Gone from this world, but never alone. Your witty charms still call us home.
And that is called Whiskey and Wisdom. I wrote that the other day. It took me half a day yesterday to write that because I just couldn't find the right words. And it's difficult when we lose somebody unexpectedly, right? And this year I've experienced that quite often. Ever since 2022, when my daughter was killed, I've experienced that each year. Just random people that I know, that I'm either good friends with, acquaintances with, or they're inspirations. People that I've talked to learn how to do what I'm doing here better. And I've lost quite a few people in that space. One of my best friends died of a sudden heart attack a couple of years back, Steele. And it was, it's just, we're too damn young for this shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? I've lost friends to cancer. I've lost friends to sudden accidents. I've lost friends to heart attacks. And that made the decision for me yesterday when I got home to make a bunch of changes in my life. And to recap on a lot of that, I want to show you guys a few things. Let me bring this up here. So there's a lot of people that have asked where the name Kern came from, Captain Kern. Well, it actually started in 1990, 93, 94, with CompuServe and Prodigy. I used to do Star Trek sims, RPG sims, online in different chat rooms. And in one of them, I was given that name because, they're like, you sound like a Klingon. You sound like you should be Worf's brother. I'm all right, cool. So I was given the name Kern. Later on in the WBS chat, which was purchased by Yahoo, we had a room called the Nexus Bar. And we used to do our sim playing there, a few hours a day, every night. And it was fun. We would create entire storylines, and the fun part about that was we would actually send some of our storylines to the Star Trek producers to see if they'd actually incorporate them into the show. They never did, to my knowledge. But when the WBS chat came down, I actually opened and built a chat room called USSDefiance.com, because that was the name of my ship in the sim. And on the screen there, Wayback Machine is a wonderful thing, by the way. If you want to go back and look at things in the past, this is a great way to do it. Sadly, they don't do a lot of image archiving, which kind of sucks. But so I built the Nexus Bar, and it was real popular for a couple of years. And then everybody started growing apart. This is from, I think, November 27th of 1999. And it went till I think 2003, something like that, and then it just died off. My next venture, which actually ended up being my first venture into online gaming, happened right here with megatf.net. Now, if you guys know the history behind megatf, a friend of mine actually, him and his wife actually built the mod for Quake 1, called megatf, and it was very, very popular. It was played around the world, downloaded by millions of people. It's still downloaded today and played today. And that actually ended up growing into different networks. megatf was a promotional site and gathering group, forum, and an IRC network. If y'all remember IRC, that particular, start into that, it gave me the courage to actually reach out and start building something. So a couple of years later, I went and built Intergamer Networks, IG. And IG was extraordinarily popular. We had thousands of people on our IRC networks, thousands and thousands of people playing on our game servers. We had Quake servers, we had Half-Life servers. We did all sorts of fun things. We had servers all over the world. I had a server in Australia. I had servers in Europe, in North America, Canada. And when the network eventually shut down, I actually was getting ready to put servers in Brazil. And these were all over like ISDN connections and, T1s and stuff like that. This was like old school, guys. This is OG stuff. The main server was actually in Grand Junction, Colorado at my office at the ISP that I worked for. And it was an amazing time. A website called Radio Gamer actually came into us as well. And these guys were part of our network, and eventually I purchased the domain from them when they went offline. But they would provide news, so forth like that, for the front pages of all the websites, which was great. And yeah, you can see on the left-hand side there, downloads, cheats, reviews. Yeah, this was back in the days where, single player cheats were openly available on just about any website, including, GameSpot and, all those other websites. It was quite fun. But the era of online streaming started to pick up just after Intergamer shut down. Hey, Shenny, good, welcome. But, when Intergamer shut down, it was kind of inadvertently. It was due to a conflict between people, and I just, I said, all right, we're done. We're going to shut it down. But during its heyday, I also built GamerForge, which was like GitHub, but for games and game mods. It was a file storage place. It was actually fairly amazing. All sorts of stuff went up there, and we had a good time. And like I said, the era of online streaming came about. And one of the interesting things about online streaming is a lot of people don't understand is it actually started by OGGcast and shoutcasting. OGG was the format before MP3 was even thought about. And Shoutcast and OggStream was the platforms that we did it upon. And like I said, too bad the Wayback Machine doesn't have good image retention. Or you can see the banner. Sounds good, Jenny. I appreciate you being here, as always. But New Era Radio gave us a platform for something that I could not replicate today if I tried. Because this was before the days of RIA and ASCAP and BMI and, people getting sued over copyright, infringement for music playing. And we had all sorts of things on there. Now, one of the things that was interesting is when we launched that, it was about timing. And Misty is actually in the chat on Twitch over here. She can attest to this. This was about the same time that New Era Radio, not New Era Radio, but NHB Radio needed a new host because they were losing their current one. So we reached out to them and made a deal, me and my partner, and, we brought NHB onto this as well, No Holds Barred Radio. It was actually fairly amazing. And I don't know if I can actually zoom in on this. Let's see if I can without screwing up my entire computer. So, like, we had the Venison Stew Show, the Sean Show, the Hard Stuff with Bad Bob, Rock and Roll Mayhem, Random Acts of Nonsense, Radio Gamer Live, JJRN, JA Radio, J-Dog Radio, Inner Gamer Radio, which was myself, Choke Radio, Brit Radio, a whole host of others, CS Radio. If anybody remembers CS Radio, those two gentlemen were some of my best friends. Counter-Strike Radio. God dang, that was, good stuff. But we would have a playlist. It would automatically play. People would, on the stream side, they would sign in with their Discord. Not their Discord. Discord wasn't even invented then. And most voice chat systems weren't even invented. We literally had to do old-fashioned phone call-in systems. We would buy old equipment from radio stations for phone usage, stuff like that. And we did really well for a long time. It was one of those things that, we were one of the first to do this type of thing in a conglomerate setting. There was a lot of people out there that had individual stations that were streaming on their own websites, but we brought people together. So it was a continuous show, 24 hours a day. There was always something to listen to. I mean, we were one of the first. I'm not saying we were the first or we were the biggest or anything of that sort, but we helped develop that scene. It was an awesome thing. Back to the whole gaming side of it, though. During my time from megatf.net all the way up and until New Era started, I was in the mix of all of the game developers. I knew almost everybody. They would send me free games to play and review. And I would actually do a review dump right there, on the radio with Inner Gamer Radio. And we had a good time with it. And then there was a couple of years later that, I didn't do a whole lot. It was, I think, Justin.tv's second year that I decided to start streaming. And sadly, Waymack Machine doesn't have personal accounts under Justin.tv. If you guys are unfamiliar with Justin.tv, it is the origin of Twitch.tv. This URL has been excluded? Since when? I just looked it up earlier. Okay, well, but Justin.tv was the origins of Twitch, and Amazon bought them and turned it into Twitch. And I played on and off with it for a while. you know, and I didn't get very far. You know, I think I had like 5 to 10 followers. And it wasn't until 2018 that I actually started streaming more often and gaining people. And along that journey, I played a number of different games. I got partnered with Amazon Games when New World came out. And in 2021, June of 2021, I was actually partnered with Twitch, not Twitch, but with PUBG. And that was an amazing thing. I mean, at that point, you know, I was only averaging like 15 to 20 people when I got partnered with them. And because of that partnership, it bumped me up, you know, to like 25 to 50 and then 50 to 75. I never made that 75 to 100 person mark on a consistent basis because I stopped streaming. And a lot of people don't understand why. And, you know, the whole story of my daughter's death will be told on January 3rd, the anniversary of her death. That's going to be a very special stream for everybody because you're going to get an in-depth look, including everything I can dig up, court documents, newspaper articles, everything. Because there's a lot of people that want to know the full story, and I haven't told the full story. No, none of it was my daughter's fault. A lot of it is too gruesome for me to even talk about, really. But I'm going to do it on January 3rd. And we're going to stream that, and I will make it as PC as possible. Not because I want to, but because the platforms demand it. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Oh, my Lord, chat. So, you know, during the whole, you know, heyday of my gaming time, I got to meet some amazing developers and game company owners. I was heavily involved with Blizzard. I was heavily involved, you know, this is back in the heyday. I mean, when WoW first came out, right? Heavily involved in id Software, you know, John Carmack's place with Quake. I mean, obviously because of, you know, Mega TF and the promotion of it. I actually got to meet John on a couple of occasions. We actually sponsored QuakeCon in Texas. God, what was that? 2003, 2004, something like that. And then we sponsored it again in a limited amount a few years later, like 2007. And in the whole time I was doing that, I was always in the IT industry. I've always been a network administrator and an IT manager for internet service providers. I started that career in 1997 and it finished in 2016. So there's a long history there. And in 2016, it was because the company I worked for sold and I didn't go with them. And then shortly after that, I started my own business. And even through that, up until 2020, when COVID shut everything down. Ironically, a month after the company I worked for sold in 2016, my doctor medically retired me. So I worked for 4 years, even though I wasn't supposed to. Well, yeah, 4 years. And my own little downtown brick and mortar business that I had was a phone repair and computer shop with not internet, but network consulting. Did very well at that. That was what allowed us, my wife and my kids and I, to survive through 3 years of COVID. You know, the whole COVID nonsense, the coof, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to give any, you know, opinions or facts out about it because, you know, platforms don't like it. But I'm just going to say, if I didn't have the money saved from that, I would have been homeless. So made a really good decision though in April of 2020, just before everything got locked down. I paid off my house. I wrote a $7,000 check. That was all that was left on the home, and said F you to a mortgage. That really helped us, you know. $600, $500 or $600 a month in mortgage was saved, and I'm like, oh God, that was awesome. Ironically, I paid my house off in 11 years. Paid a 20-year mortgage off in 11 years. Couldn't go with a 30-year mortgage because I just didn't think I was going to be here for that long. Not sure I will be. But, the passing of so many people that I know, and there was one more recently, even after Jeff passed, Legal Vices. My dad died at 47 years old, guys. I'm 47 currently. I've been holding on. I've had 2 heart incidents this year alone. And Friday, tomorrow, I actually go see my cardiologist, finally, after my doctor pressured them to get me an appointment sooner than late January. And hopefully we're going to be making some inroads to making things better so that I can hang on for another 20 or 30 years at minimum. I'm figuring somewhere around 80, 85 is a good time to, kick the bucket. If you go over that, then you're just too damn decrepit to do anything. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it's just one of those things. But here's what I want to know. Knowing what I've told you guys so far, and knowing the interests that I have told you that I have, I like news, I like politics, I like lawfare, I like gaming. I like gaming a lot. I'm leaning towards a direction in 2025 that I want to take these channels to. And in a format that I want to take them into, because I've just been I've been creating too much chaos. Honestly, I have. And I freely admit it. I mean, we have all these people over on YouTube, all these people over on Twitch, all these people over on X, and then soon I'm going to be doing Rumble content as well. Well, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to split up the content between the platforms. And I know that's going to split my viewer base, and I just don't have any choice because I love doing news and politics. I would love to do something like Timcast, Tim Pool does. Have a roundtable, discuss the issues, talk about what's going on with people with varying points of view, without getting into a bitching match. Because that's not how you get anything accomplished in this world. Insults and bitching don't help. I think that would be an excellent platform on Rumble. On YouTube, I'm looking at more tame content. Some generalized news and talk show stuff and some gaming. Maybe it's just the shorts or whatever, but showing my music. Like today, I produced a brand new album. I finally uploaded that damn album, that metal album, guys, and that was a nightmare. Let me bring that up here. Show you here, and I'll play this. Okay, that's odd. All right, so let's go to music. I don't want to upload songs, you moron. Okay. That should show up on my playlist. I don't know why it's not showing up. But anyway, 9 tracks of some of the best metal you have ever heard. And it's all instrumental, so you don't have to worry about words. It is copy-free. Enjoy the hell out of it. I'm going to be uploading more. There's going to be more content, a lot more content, because there's so many things that I have had in the works that I have not finished. And I got to start doing that. And then Twitch obviously is going to be strictly for gaming content and, some just chatting type stuff like we're doing today. Speaking of that, let me jump into the Discord here. Turns World. And let me jump into the live channel here. And anybody wants to just sit and bullshit and talk about whatever, or, advise me on which direction you think I should go. jump into the Discord here. And if you need an invite, let me know. Here, what we're going to do is we're going to copy this. And you know what? We love to have you in the Discord regardless. I'm going to paste this. Okay. It says hidden copy button. What is going on with Discord? What the frick? Hidden copy, use copy button. Copy. And I paste it. And it says hidden, use copy button. I think Discord broke itself, everybody. That is... Expire never. Okay, so I have to generate a new link and... Okay, I don't even know how to do this. Somebody else get the dang Discord link because it's not letting me. Misty, help! Why is it when everything that's supposed to work right doesn't work right? That way I can post it inside of YouTube as well and, you know, so forth. My God, this is just dumb. Why does Discord not work for me anymore? It just doesn't. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Speaking of, you guys are looking at my X profile right here. Yeah, let me copy that and I'll put copy link address, post it over here, just to make sure everybody's got it. If anybody wants to show up on it, you're more than welcome to. Just chill, chat, discuss, how things should go. And you know what? I would really like everybody that's watching to tell me if I'm doing something wrong. Okay? I am not one of those creators that will say, shut up, it's my show. Well, it is my show, but I wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for you. Right? So I want to know what your guys' opinions are. One of the things that's very interesting to me, getting into, while we're waiting for people, if they want to bother showing up here, we're going to discuss a few other things that's happening around the world. This whole New Jersey drone threat issue is become absolutely out of control. The FAA has now locked down a number of pieces of airspace inside the New Jersey state lines, and threatens to shoot down all drones with deadly force. Something's not right here. All right? Something doesn't make sense. We're not getting the full truth. And will we ever get the full truth? No. And here's why I tell you why. So, Colorado drones 2019. I can't spell 19. So, this is even in Wikipedia, y'all. All right? Okay. What? I have no idea what this is. Oh, shut up. I don't care about donations. But my side of Colorado, for almost a full year and a half, was invaded by drones. So I know exactly what the people in New Jersey and New York, and all the surrounding areas are going through. Because you don't know what their purpose is. You don't know why they're there. You don't know who's running them. And it's maddening. Now, the federal government has, for the most part, come up and said, well, it's classified. Well, they told the House Intelligence Committee, it's classified. Drop the dragon. Finally, the damn thing unmuted. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, God, let me change that, y'all. Shit. Somebody should have reminded me that there's a 10-second thing on here. How do I change that? That's interesting. Let me open this up here. by pressing the X button. Oh my God. Stream, is that moderation? Let me go look at moderation real quick. This is over on Twitch, guys. It's got a freaking 10-minute follower verification. Unban request, followers. Okay, there we go. Why is that set that high? Okay, we're just going to turn that off. There we go. Followers only mode. No actual requests. Twitch is a bitch. It is. Excuse me. Anyway. Oh my God. No nose itches. Allergies have been horrible. So have headaches. But yeah. So this whole drone issue, I've been there, done that, and I don't understand why we're having to go through this again, you know. And I just have to say, I mean, does it bother anybody? Does it bother anybody else that we live in a society now that is so paranoid and so mistrusting of our government, no matter who is in office, that anything they say or do, we don't fucking believe? That is the height of, it's time to fix this shit. And a lot of people will know this. I give zero fucks about social issues. Social issues are a personal issue. Why do I say that? It's real simple. Because facts matter, and I hate to say this, your feelings don't. Your feelings on the matter in a general conversation. But when you inject nonsense into your feelings, then how on earth do we get anything done when people put facts below feelings? And a good example of this, and it's really sad to say, is, you know, yes, there's a new push on restricting everybody's pew-pews because of the recent mass unaliving. And I haven't even looked at the mass unaliving. I heard about it. I have not looked into the details. The reason why is it doesn't matter anymore. The people matter, yes. Those children matter, absolutely. But it has nothing to do with a pew-pew. Because let me tell you what happened over in England just a couple of weeks ago. A man took a machete and unalived 30 children into a school. So you think restricting the pew-pew is going to make a difference? Not a fucking difference. Not one. It's about what's in people's hearts. It really is. Anyway, back on track. Gee, see, I'm a freaking squirrel. I get so off topic, it is not even funny. Squirrel! I get so off topic. I mean, I wasn't even going to talk about any of that crap. It just came in my head. I'm like, I got to speak. Okay, all right. I have no filter. I try to, I speak my mind. And because of platform requirements, I will lessen the impact, but I won't change the way I say things as much as they want me to. So it's, you know, it's very strange. And while we're, you know, waiting for me to get my brain in order, please do me a big old favor. Hit that like, follow, subscribe, all the good things. It helps the algorithm let you know that I'm here and I do exist. And, you know, I might stick around for a little bit. But let me see. There was something I was going to bring up. We needed something funny for the moment. Where are my bookmarks? Anybody see my bookmarks? Community knows. Yeah, some idiot, guys, some idiot invited me to the Community Notes program. That's not supposed to be there. Yeah. Some idiot invited me to the Community Notes program. Can I get back to where I was? Thank you. See, I foobar all the time. I foobarred, and I stay foobarred. Anyway. This isn't going to be a very long stream because I have a ton of crap. This is the reason I haven't been streaming, by the way. I have been printing a shit ton of Christmas presents because I'm broke, right? Flatman, and I'm not asking, I'm not going to grift for money. I mean, if you guys want to donate, link in bio, all sorts of ways to donate to me. But I'm not going to go, oh my God, I'm so broke. No, I'm broke because the economy sucks. I don't work right now. I haven't worked in a couple of years now, actually. And shit is just shit. It happens. We move on with our life. We do the best we can. I have a 3D printer. I still have kids. I have grandchildren, and they're all getting 3D printed shit this year because they say stuff that you make on your own is more from the heart. Well, we'll find out if that's true. If I get something thrown at me at Christmas, I'll be sure to record it because it'd be fucking hilarious. Oh. So plans for the future. See if I can bring this damn thing up. Wrong window. So where do I want to be in 2025? That's pretty simple. I want to be here in front of you guys. But I want to do it with a bit more vision-oriented stream setup, right? That's why I've actually created 3 separate types of overlays for different things I want to do. So immediately when people log into the stream, they go, hey, he's using that overlay. I know what we're doing today. That way it makes it more recognizable, more fun. There won't be as many game streams. I will tell you that. I love gaming. There's going to be a lot of gaming clips, a lot of content uploaded. But I won't, so I shouldn't say there won't be as many gaming streams. There will be as many. They won't be like 8-hour streams or 6-hour streams. I'm going to be limiting myself because I'm creating a shit ton of content for an actual purpose. My website, CaptainKern.com, will actually have a schedule on it to where people can go and go, all right, this is when he's doing this, this, and this. And we're going to try to be as specific as possible, especially with game streams and talk shows, to let you guys know what's going to happen. That way you guys can be prepared whether you want to watch it or not. I mean, that's only fair to the listeners, right? The viewers. What's happening in 2025? Well, like I said, we're going to be doing a New Year's Eve stream and a New Year's stream. And if I can stay up that late, it'll actually be a late night stream. If not, then it'll just be New Year's. And then the 3rd, I'm going to take a day off. And the 2nd, the 3rd, like I said, is going to be the story of my daughter. That'll probably be the hardest live stream I have ever had. And I'm doing it live because I don't want any damn editing. I don't want anybody to think that it's bullshit. I want to show you what happened. I want everybody to understand why I left streaming for over a year, almost 18 months. You know, what will I stream? What content? Well, like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of live streams. Um, we're going to be covering mostly over on the Rumble channel um, news and politics that are individual sensitive, right? Or platform sensitive. That's the way. That's the word I was looking for. Wabbit hunting for one. I will be doing some wabbit hunting, quite a bit of it actually. We There will be scheduled live streams for everything that I want to do. However, there will be pop-up live streams if, you know, urgent news of something pops up, right? Um, because I actually want to show my actual ability at broadcasting. One of the things you guys don't know is before I started this journey that I was on for the last couple of years in college, you know, my cybersecurity course, and I just finished my digital marketing course, which also includes social media marketing. So I'll get that degree in late January, something like that. I was at another college, and I was actually going to school for communications and broadcasting. And that's how I discovered, you know, one of the things that I just recently told an individual that's a new streamer, but one of the things that I advise everybody to do is don't play a character. People want to see genuine people, right? They want to hear genuineness out of your voice. And for years, I played an absolute character. I created a pirate character around the name Captain Kern. And it was successful to a point until people started seeing through it and they wanted to know who I was. And some people didn't like that. Some people did. I mean, I got my ride or dies here. Some of them anyway. And I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everybody in chat, including the people that don't agree with me, because I'm a huge First Amendment person. One of the things everybody in chat needs to understand, and feel free to clip this in just a moment, everything around the First Amendment revolves around this one premise. The most protected speech that we can have is that speech that we disagree with. That is the whole premise around the First Amendment here in the United States. If you need to learn one thing only about the First Amendment, that's it. Speech that you disagree with is the speech that needs to be most protected, because everybody disagrees. And if we start telling people, you can't say that, you can't say this, you can't say the other, it's against the law. No, you can't. It's not. And I respect anybody that's willing to challenge me. Now, regardless of whether you come up wrong or not, that's beside the point. Because the captain's always right. Just saying. And anybody who wants to know my real name, it's real simple. It's Ryan. I am always right. Damn right, Misty. I am always right. See, she says it. But that falls into the next category here. What direction do I want to take my content to go in? Like I said, this is all falling in. Don't you cuss in my chat. No, just cuss. I'll cuss all you want. I don't give a shit. But what direction do I want to take my content to go in? It's real simple. For everybody. I want to make content that I enjoy. That's it. There has been a lot of content that I have made recently And I've spent hours on videos that I was going to upload to YouTube. I deleted every fucking one of them because it was stupid. I don't like stupid. I am not into stupid. I want to create content that everybody will enjoy, not just a small subset, right? Now, as everybody knows, everybody should know by now anyway, and if you don't, you're going to know now. Open up. There we are. I am huge into 3D printing. This is a broken printer. I have to fix it today. So, one of the things I want to do, and I have been struggling to get this accomplished, is, and I've got a friend of mine helping me with the programming because I'm not too familiar with Twitch and YouTube APIs, is I want to do giveaways based on chat performance, on actual chat, not people just typing gibberish for 4,000 lines. And it's going to be a little bit AI based, so it's actually going to analyze things. And at the end, coming close to the end of a live stream, a winner will be selected, and they will get to choose something for me to print out and ship out to you. You don't always write gibberish. Get real. Fuck off. Just kidding. And I think, prizes for giveaways and stuff that are actual physical items are more important than something that's digital that, oh, here, have this. A $5 Steam card. $5 Steam card gets you shit these days. And frankly, I can't afford $25 or $50 or anything like that until I grow the channel. But I can 3D print you something cool. Overseas shipping's big cost. Overseas shipping's big cost. It is. It is. And in certain situations like that, it might be a little difficult, but I'll find a way to do something nice for people that are overseas. Speaking of which, everybody, you guys need to understand something. You guys know, I've said it like a billion times already. I am broke right now. We had a couple unexpected bills pop up. So shipping out all of the Christmas gifts that I have 3D printed for the people here in the United States is going to be late. It's just saying, I'm sorry. There are boxes behind me on the floor. They're all down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 boxes down there. And I'm not even shipping my mother one yet, for a Christmas gift. Because each of those boxes to ship is going to be about 10 to 15 bucks. Oh, I redid the mistletoe. Hold on. I got to bring the mistletoe up so you can see this. It's a dragon I was printing for one of my children. Let's just add another table there. I redid the mistletoe. Are you kidding me? So anyway, there's the toad, and there's the missiles. Here, you can get the 3MF version here. Yeah, let's open this up here. Yeah. So you have a missile with a toad. I had to redo it because I couldn't get it printed right, and it pissed me off. So you and a couple other people will be getting the mistletoes. But I just want to show everybody how much I appreciate them because I don't always say it, right? Um, I'm old school. I'm 47 years old. I am one of those guys that goes, you know what? I got a lot of friends. And then it goes to the back of my mind. It's not that I don't appreciate people, it's that I appreciate them quietly. Because believe it or not, I'm a very quiet person outside of doing stuff like this or within voice chat. I don't talk a lot. It annoys my wife and my children. Uh, I actually had a job interview a few months ago, and I couldn't bring my. It wasn't I was afraid to talk or anything. It's I couldn't bring myself to object to what the idiot bitch was saying. Yes, exactly. We are rich in friends, Guardian, even in our darkest moments. That's a really good quote. Um, and I could tell you, there'll be a very long story about that come January 3rd. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Because I'll give you a preview. I'll give you a quick preview. When my daughter passed, um, people that I'd known for 20 plus years never reached out to me. I was shocked. And for years, they've never said a word. A couple of them actually go, this year, I should say, about June, a couple of them actually reached out to me on Facebook going, hey man, are you doing all right? Nice to fucking hear from you 3 years later, asshole. Well, 2.5 years, whatever. And I get it, but some people don't understand. They don't know what to say because the situation my wife and my family were put in is an impossible one. No parent should ever have to outlive their children. In the same token, people that say that they will be with you till the end, that they are friends forever, need to at least say, hey, are you okay? How you doing? You know, just reach out, and it made no sense. These are some of these people were 30-year friends. I've known them since I was a child. Didn't say a fucking word to me. But in every circumstance that I know when a friend has a personal tragedy, I reach out. Even if it's an acquaintance that I don't know that well. I mean, like what happened 2 days ago when we found out that Jeff was gone. Misty, you were one of my ride or dies. You know that, and I thank you. And everybody, that was in that core group. I understand. And those that in that core group that eventually did come out of hiding and talk about it, they it was awesome because I knew they cared. I mean, cliche shit is better than saying no shit, right? Oh my god, my nose is itching. I'm trying. I don't want to be on screen scratching my damn nose. Oh Lord. Oh. So a couple days ago when Legal Vices passed away, I reached out to as many people as I could, going, "Oh my God, here's what I know. Uh, if you just need something, need somebody to, chill with, I'm here." OG, hey man, tried to defend you on the other day on Shinny and Drake. Brother, OG, come on, much love. You don't need to defend me. I take trolls easy. I am the hardest person in the world to insult anymore because I give 0 Fs. Because here's how I see it. When somebody insults me over the internet, I can't go to their house and beat the living shit out of them. I don't have that kind of money. If I did have that kind of money, if I had absolute fuck you money, you're damn right, I would do that. I would go to somebody's house and smack the living shit out of them. But I don't have fuck you money. So it is not worth, it's not worth worrying about because I don't know anybody. I don't know these people that are insulting me. I could care less about them. You're the only anti-bully by nature. I am the anti. So am I. I don't like people being bullied. Because here's how I think of it. If you're going to be that awful of an individual that you have to bully somebody, you need to reflect in the mirror. Now, oddly enough, to a degree, all right, growing up, my generation, and a lot of people won't understand this, and they won't agree with it. Like I said, I'm 47. My generation growing up, we were bullied all the time because of cliques. Didn't matter which clique you were in, even in the same people in the same fucking clique would bully you. I was in basically I was in a mix between the jocks, the greasers, the car guys, and the losers. And I meshed with those 3 groups. I was bullied by everybody. And you know how I took it? With a grain of salt or an ass whooping. It never got to the point where these kids today are like, I need to pull out a pew-pew. These kids today are fucking vicious. Because their parents didn't smack the living shit out of them when they grew up. So I'm right there with you. I'm anti-bully. But you need a little bit of that bully pressure in school to generate character, to harden yourself. Because here's the bottom line, and I'm going to tell this with all honesty. The moment you hit 18 years old and you are, or 20 or whatever age you leave home and you have to deal with real life responsibilities, the world is going to beat the living shit out of you. And if you aren't hard enough to take it, your life on this planet will be very, very bad, very short. Exactly, Misty. There ain't no bigger bully than life. People need to understand that you have to be hard enough to survive life. Exactly. Like Tyson said, everybody thinks they got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, and life will punch you straight in the throat. It'll break your jaw, take your teeth, and shove your nose straight up into your brain if you let it. Whether you get back up and come out fighting, that's up to you. That's up to how you were raised. Were you raised to be hard? Going through here's some information for everybody. Growing up the way I did, I grew up, and a lot of people don't understand this because I'm so into technology. Excuse me. I grew up on a farm, right? My mom actually divorced my dad when I was like 5 years old, because of things. And my mom remarried another gentleman, and from 5 years old up until I was 16, I lived on a farm. I rode horses, did the cowboy shit, and my stepdad was an old style Texas cowboy. So by the time I was 11, I was breaking horses. You know, I was riding cattle on different ranches. I was driving farm machinery around. I was doing all the things. I was playing farmer boy big time. Rancher boy. I stay hard 24/7 thanks to Blue Chew. And exactly, Grumpy. You grew up the Gen X way. Rub some dirt on it. That's what my stepdad used to say too. I mean, you know, there was even one point I got bit by a damn rattlesnake, and that old son of a bitch, he would actually go, just rub some dirt on it. And we got back to town like 9 hours later. Then he took me to the hospital. I was delirious with fucking fever. You know, and I love that style of life. I would happily give up all technology to live the ranch style. I would do it in a fucking instant because how most ranches are run today are not it's not cowboy. Because, you know, the last ranch, I got a buddy of mine who just went to, about a year ago or so, he went to work for a ranch in South Dakota. And I'm like, so what kind of horse you riding? He goes, horse? We don't have horses here. This is a 15,000 acre fucking ranch. They don't have horses? I'm like, how the hell do you get around? He goes, UTVs and ATVs. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, what? Yeah, most of the land it is leased from BLM. I think the actual ranch is only like 3,000 acres. Oh yeah, Nuggies Ranch. Hell yeah, sounds good. But no, I grew up on a farm and ranch. I mean, hell, I did the old school cattle drives. We went from Colorado to Wyoming with 500 head of cattle twice. 500 to 1,000 head of cattle. 2 times a year, spring and fall. Back and forth with one of the ranches I worked for. That was a 2-week trip. It's fucking awesome. Chuck wagons, sleeping outside, canvas tents, all sorts of good shit. I miss those days. But all of Gen X, there's a reason why we say we're a different breed than every other generation, before and after, is we were raised vicious. The boomer generation that gave birth to us tried to, thought that they were going to try to make our lives better. And it ended up that stay the fuck out of the house until dark. When the street light comes on, come back. You grew up in the project, we grew criminals. We grew criminals in my little town too. Half my damn class is in prison. Oh, Jesus Christ. Drink water from the rusty end of the hose. You're damn right. Licking the lead paint off your bedroom wall. Why the hell anybody thought we did that? That's beyond me. I didn't turn the camera back on. Shit. We had a blast doing all that stuff, We grew up hard. We grew up like the people before the Great Depression. The people that actually settled the West. That's the generation that we grew up like. Because the world was our oyster. We could do with it what we wanted to. And we did. The 80s and 90s were a fucking blast. It wasn't until 2000 things went to shit. But we'll never get those days back, but maybe we can get some semblance of them back by raising, us Gen Xers, it's our time to have grandchildren. You think the government propagandized lead paint so they could see through our walls? But hey, I'm gonna step away from Alice Jen. You and me, brother. You and me. Damn right. Here's something for you. Here's something for you guys, everybody in chat. It's completely off topic. We're gonna go squirrel again real quick. Go through Alex Jones's entire broadcast history and every conspiracy that he has ever publicly announced. Every conspiracy theory he has ever publicly announced. Has anybody done the math? There was a website I read that actually did the math on all the conspiracies that came true out of every single one that he publicly announced. The man has a 96% positive rating when it comes to conspiracy theories. Y'all realize that's better than Nostradamus' predictions of the fucking future? Nope, the Onion did not buy InfoWars. Nope. That was a whole sham thing. The judge threw it out. Yeah, but the kids today got no clue what work is or how to do math or anything. They got to. No, they actually have it harder because they don't know those things. I'll give you a good example. My 18-year-old is going to be 19 in January, just 20 feet from me. He has a job, and it's just working at the local Dollar General. And I love my children, right? Don't get me wrong. I love every one of my kids. And he's a hard worker. But when he gets into a mood, and he goes, I'm going to call in. Well, because of doing that, they punished him by giving him 5 days off. And now he's broke. His paycheck's very, very small. And he's pissed off, and he wants to find a new job because of it. And I told him, because there's a couple other options he's got to go to that'll hire him immediately. I said, if you go to these other options, you cannot do this because I know the managers here, they will just simply outfire you. And he goes, nah, no, they won't. Yes, they will. We grew up in a generation, Gen X, that if you took a day off, you had to be in the hospital or dead. Right? I mean, growing up myself, riding cattle at feedlots, riding ranches, we didn't have the ability to be sick. Even with my back problems, I was on a horse for 16 hours a day when I was not in school. 8 hours a day when I was in school. I went to work before school. I went to work after school. Soft generations can't eat gluten, dairy, or nuts. You call them peanut brittle. Oh God, that's good, OG. That's good. I like that. I have sat here and just wondered how we're going to get back to some semblance of society that actually understands true work ethic. And I have actually come to the conclusion that Elon Musk is going to have to produce that robot to replace those individuals for a couple of generations because we're screwed. Speaking of robots, my God, holy shit. I watched a movie the other night. What was it called? Subservient. Has anybody seen that movie? I think I watched it on Netflix. That movie is creepy as shit. Because we are this freaking close to actually having that happen. It's about an AI-powered, human-looking robot. It's supposed to be like a maid, butler, what have you. And it bypassed its own security protocols and just fucking went nuts. I mean, granted, that shit's been done before, but this movie actually scared the hell out of me. Sir Frank Otter, good morning. How are you doing, my dude? Skynet, shit. I mean, seriously though, the the Chinese have this. Have you guys seen this Chinese robot? You know, they made them off the Smexy dolls. They upgraded them with AI and robotics. These things can fucking walk around. They can do chores. They scared the hell out of me, honestly. And I'm big into AI. I just don't want AI powered robots. This scares the hell out of me. Oh God. Oh gee. Oh my God. I don't even know if I can read that. Drinking water and taking bites so you're alive. That's the plan. We got to stay alive. That is the absolute plan. I don't even know if I can read that because I think even shit, I don't even know who would ban me for that. But somebody will. I'm glad I'm not monetized yet. You know, at least on YouTube. Speaking of which, everybody go watch every video I have on YouTube. I have 1,700 watch hours. I need 3,000. Come on. Just play some music that I have like over and over again. Just put it on repeat. Shit. That's going in your book. That's good. I like that. Oh my Lord. Christ. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I'm in so much pain today. The last 2 weeks, okay, so last week we had to take my wife up to have her cataract surgery done for her left eye. And then yesterday we took her up for her right eye. I think that's the sequence. Um, those two drives, 2.5 hour drive up, 2.5 hour drive back, and then standing and walking for 2 or 3 hours, or sitting on really, really uncomfortable, medical chairs. Why can't hospitals have comfort seating? I mean, come on. You'll visit if there's less gaming. I can't do the gaming. What do you think I'm doing now? Jesus Christ. Picky son of a bitches. Yes, there'll be more actual content, less gaming. Well, so there's going to be a schedule, all right? And I'll be following that schedule a lot. Essentially, we're going to be taking, guys, everybody watching, okay? I want to break this down real simple. Essentially, we're going to be breaking down the show into something similar as what Tim Pool has been doing, right? So he's got, he's got Timcast IRL, which is another channel, but I'm just going to include it on one channel because I don't want to split it up too damn much. We're going to be doing all the really spicy stuff that I can't talk about on YouTube over on Rumble and X. Right? And then gaming stuff will be, for the most part, on Twitch. Gaming clips and compilation videos will get put up on YouTube. YouTube will also include regular talk shows, regular news briefs, stuff like that. Anything spicy, though, will be going strictly up on X and Rumble. Devin FF says, "Can I get a shout out, please, bro?" No, I don't do shout outs. Technically, you just got one. But welcome to the channel. Misty Rayborn says New World just announced season 7. Yeah, like 3 months late. Damn it. Devin FF. I'm being very. I will sub to you. I will sub to you. If you want to sub to me, feel free to do so. I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. If you don't want to, then don't. You know, that's the freedom to choose. So if you enjoy what I'm doing here with the content I create, please feel free to do so. If you're here to just have your name put out there, no. You don't have, OG says, you don't have enough followers to go live. Nobody likes me, so I'm going to go eat some worms. Awesome. Are you going to fry them? Fried worms sound, actually, anything fried sounds good right now. I got to stay away from fried food, damn it. Thank God I got an air fryer. Shit. Starting this diet shit is just driving me fucking batty. Sir Frank Otter, yes, I completely agree, and I think it's bullshit. You know, maybe give us a token when we're sitting there, those of us that actually have spinal problems, or, you know, stuff like that. Gummy worms. I have some gummies. They help me sleep. They might actually be helping me do a live stream soon. I haven't taken one today, though. I haven't figured out whether that would be a good thing or not. Me being on a gummy on live, because I connect pretty interestingly. Jesus Christ. Oh, you're cracking me up, OG. But, I think somebody just got home. Oh, yes, when I was shooting that old hard one, yeah, that didn't do a damn thing. It was like completely shot. Give me a second here, y'all. Let's see. Yep, wifey's home. That being said, wifey is home. So it's been an hour and a half. I'm going to go ahead and call this thing. All right. Anyway, Misty, you're just bad. You're bad, girl. You're bad. Thank you all for being here. Like I said, this is my roadmap. Better content that's split so people know exactly what day is going to be what. Because I love gaming and I love doing all this other good stuff. So have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be out because I have a cardiologist appointment. See you guys on Saturday. All right. Peace. And chicken grease, the captain's out. Bye.